What is going on, glorious people? Mike and Joe, Untitled Brothers Green. So Dropbox flew us out here to do a little collaboration. Outside Lands.
Out where?
They flew us out to San Francisco at Outside Lands. So there's this epic 3-day food and music festival called Outside Lands in San Fran. There's partying all night and we're about to get going.
And the best part about this festival, it's the perfect collaboration between food and music. So most festivals, you know, the food is like an afterthought. Here, they're bringing in local San Francisco vendors.
It's like food and magic or something?
There's a little bit of magic, but we are super hungry, so we're gonna tour all of the vendors, get crazy munchies, and then we are gonna end up at
Humphreys Slocum. They make amazing ice cream. So the idea of this video is to show you guys some food, but really show you the art of the ice cream sundae, how to make amazing sundaes, make some ice cream, do some toppings, and just be able to epically rip it up whenever you want.
Epically rip it up.
Let's do it. Sluzik, here we come.
What are these things?
These are porcini donuts with raclette, which is like a creamy cheese sauce, I suppose. It smells shroomy. Holy shit. You gotta get in here.
Deep dish, Chicago style, in San Francisco. Oh, I love deep dish.
All right, we're here. So we're hanging out with Sean from Humphreys Slocum.
Hi guys.
Amazing ice cream.
Thank you.
How do you guys define yourself?
Well, we do adult ice cream, ultra premium. We make it for you guys. Kids have their chance. It's time for adults to have ice cream.
What does that mean, adult ice
That
cream?
means we like to add booze.
Oh.
We like to add unusual flavors. But guess what? At the end of the day, everyone loves their ice cream, even kids.
What was the inspiration to create an ice cream place
Well,
for
we just
adults?
wanted to do one thing, and we wanted to do it right. So Jake, my business partner, and I have been in food and beverage our whole lives. We decided to concentrate on one thing and just do it the best we can.
That's the opposite of Brothers Green. Like, I've always thought it'd be awesome to open an ice cream shop, but I just can't do one thing. But that's what it takes.
Oh yeah, you can.
To master ice cream, you really have to
You can do
well.
it, and you can do it 100,000 different ways.
Tell us a little bit more about these sundaes. Is that something that you guys focus on?
Absolutely, especially for festivals. People sometimes want a little more than a scoop. So we want to make sure that we're giving the best possible combination. And that's where the 420 sundae came from, because it's got lots of texture.
Like, you don't want just ice cream, you need texture, you
Yeah.
need different temperatures,
It's somewhere
you need
between
everything.
cereal and ice cream. That's
right.
You get a
Yeah.
crunch, you want to have crunch.
Yeah, you get a bite of potato chip, bite of pretzel, bite of secret breakfast.
Because when you think about the classic sundae, I feel like that's not what you guys are doing.
Yeah,
When I'm looking
well,
at that
we do
picture.
classic, but we go beyond.
Okay.
So we want you to enjoy your favorites, but we're gonna challenge you a little bit.
So what in your world, what does a sundae mean?
Well, you can do a basic sundae, and to me, I love the classic. So I love a hot fudge sundae, but we're making a 69% guitarred hot fudge. So it's not just hot fudge; it's the best hot fudge you've ever had.
Wow.
And we make it with Tahitian vanilla, which is Tahitian vanilla 3 times. So it's super powerful. It's super intense. We're doing the classics, but we upgrade it.
So what are the two you're going to be showing us today?
So we're gonna do 420 sundae, and I think we're gonna do the secret breakfast sundae as well.
Oh, wow.
What is secret? I keep hearing secret breakfast.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's a secret.
Yeah, so secret breakfast is that same flavor sort of turned inside out. So it's bourbon and cornflakes, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the ice cream and we're gonna add more cornflakes and bourbon on top of it in the shape of bourbon caramel and toasted cornflakes with a little bit of brown sugar on top.
What? So
Yeah.
the bourbon is the secret.
Bourbon's the secret,
Like
yeah.
it's people. You don't want to let people know you're drinking bourbon.
And if you're having bourbon for breakfast, you're gonna wanna keep it a secret. All right, today we're gonna be making the munchie sundae and the secret breakfast sundae.
I like it.
What do you wanna start with?
Let's start with the munchies,
Great.
followed by the secret breakfast.
Excellent. So we're going to start with 2 scoops of secret breakfast, and then we're going to go on with fudge. I like to do 2 layers of fudge, but it's totally up to you. Be generous.
Oh, is this like hardening fudge?
This isn't, but we do have that.
Have the magic hardening. That looks like.
So there's layer 1, and then build up your sundae. I like to start with the pretzels first.
Why not? Nothing better than pretzels, I would say.
And then we're going to do Ridge chips on top. We prefer Ridge.
So this is the kind of thing that you would kind of come up with the munchies, I suppose,
I
right?
think so.
You're like sort of sitting there, like, I
Yeah.
have some ice cream. I could just eat these pretzels separately in the bag. But
There's a theory that it's not a snack unless you have both salt and sweet, and I totally agree.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so what Mike and I have been doing a lot recently is we've been using Dropbox paper to kind of share recipes because we don't live in the same place. So it's like, oh, I've got this idea, check it out. Do you have anything you can maybe share with us there? Like send us a recipe for ice cream or something?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, what we're going to be doing is sharing one of our recipes from our book for you guys.
Oh, good.
It's for our malted milk chocolate sundae. We're going to scoop a little bit of that for you, but this is for everybody to have via Dropbox.
And we can share with these guys.
Absolutely. Basically with the next sundae, what we're going to do is we're going to use that secret breakfast ice cream and we're going to turn it inside out. So secret breakfast is made with cornflakes and also bourbon. What's more fun than taking out the ingredients and putting them on top? So
wait,
that's
house-made
bourbon caramel.
What? It doesn't even look like it's possible.
Isn't that beautiful? And then what we do is we take cornflakes, we coat them with a little bit of brown sugar and bake them. This one is wildly popular and you can see why. Yeah, what do you think?
Wow.
Yeah,
Roller
that's
coaster.
usually what we
I'm
get.
still-
Yeah. That's the correct response.
How? I mean, you don't have to give me your secret, but I'm still tasting things that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Give yourself
Oh
a minute
my
because and that's the point. We want you to taste everything that's happening, but nothing should be fighting, and that's kind of a great way to build your sundae. So
it's just a roller coaster. It's like you
That's
start
right.
here, and you're like, okay, I kind of know what's going on. Then you're like this curveball comes
Yeah.
in, and you're looping. And
add flavors that complement each other, not things that'll fight with each other. So,
Sean, thank you.
thank you.
Oh my God.
We had a blast.
We're
Okay.
Slow
inspired.
cone, please.
We're inspired. It's time to get in our kitchen, make our favorite sundaes inspired by outside lands. And
See you
this
back
guy
in
right
Brooklyn.
here.
Go crazy, guys.
But not after some music first.
Oh boy. So I asked Josh to get me some B-roll footage of the festival, and he gives me 4 minutes of this, just Josh dancing. Alright, let's get into this ice cream sundae. I am doing a raspberry swirl ice cream with a butterscotch caramel sauce. And I'm going to start off by making the most simple raspberry sauce of all time. All you got to do is take frozen raspberries, put them in the microwave, and you get raspberry sauce. Now you could add extra sugar, extra sweetness, but I find that the raspberries on their own, that's plenty of flavor right there. You are good to go. So I'm going to take some plain vanilla ice cream, and this is a little hack. I'm going to put in the raspberry sauce, and I should have waited for this to cool because it kind of melted the ice cream, but I swirl it up a little bit just like that, and I'm telling you, this is one of the best ice creams I've ever had. Just adding the raspberry sauce, put that back in the container, make sure you freeze that probably overnight so it's firm, and you're good to go. Moving on to something I've been making since the beginning of my cooking career years ago, and I've been making it ever since. It's a butterscotch caramel sauce, and it's so easy. All you gotta do is add sugar and just slowly dissolve it and let that melt down. You don't wanna burn it, so cook it on low heat. And then you're gonna add butter, which of course is the butterscotch part, and that's gonna sizzle up. You can turn the heat off at this point and just really mix it in there. Mix it in nice, and then once that's all incorporated, I'm gonna add some cream. And this is really gonna make it silky, and it's also gonna thin it out a bit. So I actually added just a little more cream. You're kind of controlling the consistency at this point. And then just stir it up until you have a nice smooth mixture. I did add some salt because Sean was talking about sweet and salty, so I figured I would add that little taste of salty. Now don't be concerned if it's a little thin at first because it's super hot, but over time when you let it cool, you're gonna have the most luxurious butterscotch caramel sauce. Look at that glorious stuff. Sean was talking a lot about adding extra texture to the top of your sundae, so I thought freeze-dried raspberries would be great. So I just crunched them up in a bag, perfect topping. Whip out that raspberry swirl ice cream. Oh my goodness, a few scoops in there, and then hit it with the butterscotch sauce. Come on, that stuff is just incredible. You gotta make it. And then I went on with some slivered almonds. I thought that would be more texture, more flavor, and it was awesome. And then I hit it with those freeze-dried raspberries for just an overwhelming amount of incredible flavors. I think that's what a sundae is about. All of these things together, just completely overwhelming your senses in the best way possible, and definitely better than what Josh is about to show you. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, good luck, Mike. This sundae is gonna blow your frickin' mind off. So check this out. First thing I'm doing, making some candied peanuts. Got some water, some sugar, and some honey in a pan. I'm using a wok, you can use whatever you want. And just kind of boil that. And basically you're boiling out the water, but as it boils, the sugar cooks and it starts to get like caramel deliciousness of love goodness. So we kind of let that cook and bubble away for a while. And you'll see it's gonna get thicker and thicker. At this point, I'm gonna add some cayenne. The more you want, the spicier those nuts are gonna be. If you like your nuts spicy, keep on adding. And then I have some peanuts that I've roasted in here. If you buy pre-roasted, you don't gotta do it, but I like to buy them plain because it's a little bit cheaper. So anyhow, kind of mix that up and you're just getting this stickiness, and the more you cook them and the more you cook that caramel, the crispier and the kind of candier it's gonna get, but I like mine kind of gooey. So now I'm taking some coconut oil and just melting it and adding chocolate chips to it. And this is how you make that magic chocolate goodness. You know, the stuff that just like freaking gets hard when it gets into the ice cream. That's what we're going for. So I'm adding some cacao powder to this. Now that's optional, but I like to add a lot of stuff to mine. You can keep it as simple as just the chocolate, but I'm gonna add some cinnamon in here, a little bit of vanilla ski, and some maple syrup, and mix that around. And what's happening is, got that melted coconut oil, so when it hits the cold ice cream, it's gonna get nice and hard, and it's gonna be all chocolatey. And this stuff is just great. Even if it hardens in your fridge, you can always remelt it and use it whenever you want. So I'm doing two. This is kind of like a sort of Mexican spicy chocolate inspired chocolate taco thing. So I've got some cookies and cream and some coconut ice cream. This whole thing is vegan. I forgot to mention that. This entire ice cream, everything topping is completely vegan. So have your minds be blown right now. So I had some tortilla chips on there, roasted chocolate, some granola, some mango slips on this thing. I mean, come on, this is how I like to do it. And then of course those peanuts at the end. And you could add peanut butter if you want. You can kind of go crazy, but I just felt like I actually did test this a little bit and I had some more chocolate, but I felt like this is just the perfect bite. You don't even need that much ice cream because there's so much flavor, so much texture, so much goodness. And look at the hardening chocolate. Isn't that freaking magic? And when it hit, having like someone's like a nacho ice cream sundae, like what?
Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. A very special thanks to Dropbox and Dropbox Paper for making this collaboration happen. To the Superfly team who put on an incredible event at Outside Lands. Make sure you check out Outside Lands when you get a chance. It is just an amazing festival. And Humphrey Slocombe for giving us that good ice cream love inspiration. Your ice cream rocks. Keep it up. Peace out.